versus Blade. These two have been two of Europe's top players for a really long time, and now here they meet in the semi-final. Best of 3! Let's start this. Blade not dropping a map as per usual. Now going up against Blade also didn't drop a map yet, but neither of them were challenged too much. The top 4 here is very competitive in the ESL Open Cup today. The other players not quite on the same level. Now we're really gonna see what the top dogs are gonna be doing. It's gonna be a DK Ted Fiend opening by Happy, as he always does against Human. I think he's really the most predictable against Human nowadays. Against Undead, Orc, and Night Elf, he sometimes varies up the builds, but against Human, it's always Ted Fiends. And then aggressive play against the expansion. Nowadays, however, also, sometimes with a late game Banshee transition, and then going for a late counter expo. Blade used to be known for playing the rifle one base style, and he was really good with that. But he stopped playing that a while ago, was never really able to beat Happy consistently with it. Although much more than many others. Happy taking a good amount of damage here from the first camp. Seems like perhaps the Sea Giant threw out a couple of pulverizers. Getting scouted by the footy. And Happy just aiming for the items here at the beginning, which means Blade is going to be free to creep up the natural and start setting up the expansion. Perhaps it's going to be the old Northern Isles play by Happy. Going for level 2 first, pick up 2 items, and then come harass with level 2 DK while the expo is being built. Perfect items for Happy with Circlet and Claws, but also double Circlet for Blade, very good. As we have Pistons resubbing for 28 months. Thank you, my man. Happy at the marketplace, gonna swing by, see what's up, and what's up is Gloves of Haste. Even more damage boost coming in for the Lich, which will be joining later. So now it's about minimizing damage here for Blade. One peasant going down would be totally fine. That peasant almost saves himself from the gold mine, but not quite. Important here is you want to have the water elemental next to the peasant, so the water elemental can take out the skeletons, while the AM stand in the middle of everything looking for targets. You want to have some footmen pressuring the DK as well, because the footies don't do a very good job killing skeletons. Second peasant goes down, but that's only 2 peasants falling, and the DK being super low HP because he was getting pressured by footies and AM at the same time, and the water elementals dealt with the skellies while the peasants were also being moved and saved as much as possible. Very good defensive play here so far by Blade. Ever since he showed us that beautiful bouncer trick on Northern Isles, we have come to expect great defensive play from him. It's pretty cool that he can attack the Murlocs from this position and aggro them that way. Is this also possible here?
A player's forces are under
I
attack.
guess so. Shout out again to Care for making this map. Tidehunters is at the moment definitely my favorite map in the pool. Mantle? No, okay. It's not completely perfect items all the way through, but we're close to it. AM needs 1 experience. Oh my god, for level 3. Are you serious? Could get it here at the green quite easily. He is going to summon the Water Elemental. Sometimes humans are a little too greedy here, but if you don't summon the Elemental, you take a lot of damage on the footies, which isn't great. And that's level 3. Gauntlets on the ground, and Happy is going to sneak past the human army. Tower is not finished yet. Tower is very far forward, by the way. They're not going to be easy to protect here. Attack has started for Blade. Footy's coming in. No defend yet. So these towers and footmen might be getting killed quite easily. Quite a few peasants going down as well. Ooh, and things are starting to sour here for Blade. A lot of low HP units. Tower's still not up. Not even close to up. And I think this was a mistake here by Blade going for the tower so late. Nowadays, most top humans set up the expansion and the first tower at the same time. This was not the case here. And oh my god, he's losing so many units and buildings. Lich comes in. Now we're gonna have Nova to use as well. And not having that first arcane tower, really painful for Blade. That's a shame. It was a really good early play by him, with the exception of AM creeping this probably a little bit too late. He could have done so faster and then be in position to defend. And most importantly, the first tower was way too late. And that cost Blade dearly. Lots of peasants still in the main remaining, but not many footmen. Not many footies at all. And the tower is going to get cancelled last second. And the next one will follow. Oh my goodness. Third tower should finish. But 2 towers cancelled here again. It's a total of 5 towers cancelled. Lich didn't get too much experience, to be fair, but the shop is still not ready. And all of this disaster is because the first arcane was way too late. And the AM was slightly out of position. Happy saved the Fiends and is now going to reach tier 3 in just a moment. Thank you, Iristraza, with a 19-month resub.
A player's forces are under attack.
Blade trying to see what damage he can do. I think the statues are a little bit late for Happy. I think he forgot about a ziggurat or something. But now with the statues out, there's going to be tons of sustain. And these towers by Blade, I gotta say, I'm not the biggest fan. Yeah, they're protecting the peasants, but if the Fiends just congregate in a line right here, they can take him out pretty quickly. Towers are still not finished, but they should be coming up now. Blade going tier 3. Double racks, double workshop is something we've been seeing a lot lately. We only have 1 workshop so far. Oh, is he going to creep this? This could be dangerous. If Happy attacks right now towards the expo, ooh, this could be painful. Blade may have to use the TP to get over to the expansion. Happy selling the items. Time for a Pit Lord. Yes, off we go. And this is going to be a Rain of Fire hitting all 3 towers. Scourge Bone Chimes for Blade. Waiting for tier 3 to kick in. We have the second workshop now, but tier 3 is still quite a ways off. Here comes the TP back. Very far forward. Oh, wow. Eats the Nova right away. But he's dying very quickly. We never got defend this game, by the way. Blade has lots of gold. He needs time, though. Time for tier 3 to finish. Start Knight production. Paladin. Gyros. Gyros could be getting started already, in fact. Of course, Blade here under lots of pressure right now. Stressful situation. Here comes the first Rain of Fire. Did not cancel it with the Stormbolt. That seems like a mistake. But the Pit Lord is out of mana now. Here come the Gyros, Knights, Paladin, everything cute. Now it's about holding on for Blade. Hold on, survive. Stormbolt on the Pit Lord, but there's going to be a coil left. A lot of these peasants are very hurt now. MK in trouble as well, but there's a staff. No, there's no staff to save him. AM is out of inventory space. Oh no! Needs to save this MK. Needs to save this MK. Oh my god. Heal potion. Oh, Blade too late. That was a big mistake by him. This is something you should have seen coming a mile away. And Happy does break through the towers. First Knight finally arrives. Is this gonna be in time? Blade lost a lot right here in this defense. And Happy breaches in. Paladin is in now. The first 2 Knights as well, but only 2 Knights. Gyros arrived. They were pooled for a while. Now gonna threaten the first Destroyer. And no Mountain King at the moment available. 1 Fiend does go down. Lich low mana. Can't spam the Frost Armor too easily. AM also in pretty deep. Gonna have to go for the heal potion here soon. Militia called from the main. Knights chasing after the fiends. That could be one more kill. Destroyer also gets a kill. Mountain King back from the main. Blade might be stabilizing here, perhaps. Water Elemental summoned again. MK gets level 2. Water Elemental's pressuring the statues the way it's supposed to be. Paladin has to be staffed now. But the staff was on cooldown. He used it before on a knight. But it was only level 1 Paladin. He's gonna be back here before too long. Lich got level 3 though, and now we have Frost Armor on the Knights. That makes a big difference. One statue is still remaining. Blade still fully mining off of 2 bases here. Barely. Waiting for the Paladin to return. Not gonna take too long. Knight might be stuck in the main. I'm not sure. Oh, did he open up the way? Did he remember? He did not remember to open up the main. Of course, you know, easy for me to criticize. There's a ton of things you have to remember as human. And 1 or 2 things can easily slip your mind. Oh, and now the Paladin is stuck as well. Everything's stuck in the main. Just like it happened before to Zyko. Now it's happening to Blade. Holy light. Last second, but I don't think it's going to save him. The DK is just chasing after. Heal potion. 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. And he can't get out! Oh my god! Oh, Blade. Oh, Blade. Not like this. Water Elemental summoned, trying to block, but I'm pretty sure he's dead. Pretty sure he's dead.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh my god, open up this goddamn door! AM actually survived, somehow. By the power of God. And now it's open. Now it's open, finally. The units can leave the main. Dude. Just by the skin of his teeth. Blade holds, but he holds. And there's no Banshee transition here ready for Happy. AM almost level 4, that would be a big deal. Pally close to 2. MK though not really close to 3, which is what he would like ideally. 800 gold for Blade. Did not buy a second staff. Surprisingly. Going into tanks now. Blade feels he has the time. Needs to buy a TP here though, for sure. And invuln. Yep. Those circlets saved this AM's ass, by the way. Gyros scouting out. We don't have too many gyros. And Happy's giving Blade a lot of time right now. Blade loves this. To just macro up and creep. Oh, Rune Bracer is a very good find. And the knights, or excuse me, the tanks are gonna come out any second now. There they are. 1-0 upgraded. Not the most scary yet. Going for the altar. I think not the right call. Should be the slaughterhouse ideally. Or, of course, the ziggurats and stuff. Blade gonna force Happy back, and it's gonna have to TP out here soonish. Rain of Fire against the gyros. Trying to move out. But Blade is trying to stay in this as long as he can. Of course, it's hard for Happy to deal with this. Dealing with the knights and the main human army at the same time. And this game is looking good for Blade. This game is looking really good, boys. Some knights are now going down. Blade trying to focus the Haunted. That's not going to work out, I think. Knights quickly going down. Coil coming in. Oh, Blade might be overextending. Might be overextending. Unless he gets the kill. Unless he gets the kill in the end. And he does. Mountain King might be punished for this crime. He could be going down. No, but he survives. Blade gets the kill. Wow. What a sick game sense by Blade. How easy would it have been to just think this is not enough damage, as I thought. A little lucky as well. There's no way Blade knew 100%. He just thought it was enough, and he kind of risked the game with that play. If this doesn't work, he loses right then and there. But he got the Haunted kill. Needs to be careful with the gyros. Doesn't want to fly them into the fiends here too easily. And the tanks can buy time again, I guess. Can take out the slaughterhouse here pretty easily. Blade didn't get much experience for this, though, is the problem. Still doesn't have Pally or MK level 3. And more tanks are coming. More and more tanks. It's like we're back in 2015, boys. Tanks all over the place. Pit Lord, though, with level 2 Rain of Fire, is not bad against it. And slowly but surely the levels are starting to come online. MK3, Pally 3, that's what Blade wants. And he's gonna fly in again for the attack. Can he kill the Haunted again? Does he have the damage? Not sure. Happy blocks the way. Does have a TP. Forced to use it. Blade needs to be careful here. Invul Potion. Oh my god. He's gonna commit again to the Haunted. Again, I think this is not enough damage, but we'll see. This definitely doesn't look like it's enough damage. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. That was 2 knights going down. That didn't seem worth it. But he killed the main! He used it as distraction to kill the main with the tanks! And now Happy can't TP back anymore. And he only has 3 acolytes in here. Blade! Might be winning this game. Might be. Who knows? More and more tanks. Tanks. Is the way. It is the way. Only 1-0 upgraded, by the way. Hardly any upgrades by Blade. It's also really low in supply again. New Necro coming. Blade creeping up a little bit more. This is going to be big level ups for him. MK3 and Pally getting close to it. Happy has to play defense. He knows tanks are abound. Double Necro. Smart play by Happy. That's the last bit of his cash. And the Paladin now almost level 3, but Blade doesn't have any actual units. He's got 1 knight left. The rest is just pure tanks. DK's level 5. Pit Lord Lich, both level 4. It's gonna be building elimination, boys. Building elimination. If you can't out-micro Happy, just tank him to death. Just tank him to death. Hell yeah, why not? GG! Happy calls for the GG. And Blade gets the 1-0 with tanks. First, a sick hold at the expo where he almost died. Being stuck in the main. Blocked by the tree. But then he comes back. Pretty crazy, man. Sick, sick play. Is this the time? Is this the time, boys? Is this the time? Where Happy's finally getting beaten by a human. It's far from over, of course. Far, far from over. Damn, some sick calls by Blade this game. Committing to the Haunted, getting that kill, re-attacking, pretending to be going for the Haunted again, when in fact it was about the tanks, killing the Black Citadel, and then forcing Happy to play defensively because he couldn't TP back anymore. God damn. Goddamn Blade! One of the best human players Europe has ever seen. And we got a lot of subs here that I missed. Sorry about that, boys. Thank you, Xenox with the 11 months, Epo Skillburn with the 48 months, Ralphus with the 33 months, Hampy with the 54 says, my resub time is the actual time Remo uses his bedsheets without washing them. And Penta Pishna with the 25 months says, the Great Escape. Whew. Alright, boys. 1-0 for Blade. Could this be the day? Could this be the day where a European human finally beats Happy? It hasn't happened in such a long time. But I think map 2 is going to be harder for Blade. as we go to Amazonia. Not gonna be so easy of an expansion creep this time. Not gonna be so few peasants dying, I think. Very short rush distance for the undead. Hardly any creeps that human can go for late game with second and third hero. Really good play by Blade on map 1. It wasn't perfect, honestly. The Arcane Tower was way too late, that cost him dearly at the expansion. The block in the main almost cost him the game. Honestly, there's room for improvement for Blade. But largely, he looked really good. But he didn't look perfect. Neither did Happy look perfect, to be honest. Happy lost a couple of games today on ladder, would you believe it? Today, perhaps, not the best shape that we've ever seen Happy in. Alright, prediction is up again. That was a lot of channel points for some people. Thank you very much, mods, for doing the channel point predictions again. And thank you, Matthew McJoy, with a 2-month resub. Says, keep going with his awesome content. Hell yeah. We will. I want to see a full best of 3. Imagine if Blade just 2-0s him right now. Ooh, but he got the Water Elemental purged. That's a big mistake. That's a big mistake. That's going to be a lot of damage on these peasants. And Happy sees it. Which means Happy can start sending militia now, or skeletons, excuse me, into the main. Thank you, Lito DNT, with a 10-month resub. All these peasants quite hurt already, which is a big deal. If Happy wants to attack with skellies. Fully forced the narrow tower in the main, but just gonna walk it off. Walk it off.
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy ready to mess with the AI. Ideally the human here wants to pull out the camp and then creep it without the Rock Golem using their spells. And here we go. That's a Skelly squad. Whoa! Blade is teching. So that should be a rifle play then, pretty sure. One peasant goes down. Happy needs one more for level 2.
A player's forces are under attack.
Blade gave us hope again. Happy lost today on ladder to Hawk and Thorzane. And yesterday he also lost to Hawk. His matchup against human is still crazy good, don't get me wrong. But he's not unbeatable. Nice lightning shield creep over here. It's going to give the DK level 2 finally. AM close to level 3 with very bad items. That is certainly unfortunate. Good footy scout by Blade here as well. Sees what's going on. But with level 2 AM, you can't really be too aggressive. You can try to be though. Blacksmith, lumbermill.
Players' forces are under attack.
So this should be tier 3 rush. Playing rifles into tier 2 expansion is a somewhat popular build on ladder, but it's absolutely hopeless against the top undeads. They just completely destroy that build because the tier 3 50 supply timing is going to hit perfectly before the expo has paid off if the human goes for the tier 2 expo. So it's really not a good idea. And it can get even worse if you get harassed with the Lich and so on. So both players here close to level 3, but not quite there yet. Honestly, I think it's more beneficial for the AM to get level 3 quickly. Because you're going to need those elementals to creep up the MK, which is going to be coming out on tier 2. Whereas the DK and the Lich are kind of going to be creeping together anyways. Tier 3 starting right away on both sides. MK second. And Blade actually gets the middle camp. And I wonder if Happy should have allowed this. Gloves of Haste now for the AM. Still not the greatest items. This Water Elemental will be level 3. And there we go. Happy retaining a decent amount of his mana pool. So he's going to have 3 coils to use here in a moment. As the Lich comes out. Didn't buy... what's it called? Skellies. Rod of Necromancy, surprisingly. If Blade gets 2 middle camps here, both the kobolds, is going to be super happy with that. That's not supposed to happen usually. Nova from the Lich, not going to be in time. We're going to have Coil Nova on the first rifle. Coil might not even be needed. Might be needed to save the Fiends, however. As the MK shows up. Rifle trying to save himself against the skeletons. This is a big kill over here. Blade has good damage here with the Water Elementals. Now that the Lich doesn't have any more Nova, I think he could commit with the footies, maybe. Oh, the rifle! Ah, unfortunately he lost track. Could have perhaps saved that if he was looking closer. But there could be a Fiend kill here, maybe. Going for the Lich, that could be a surround. Has to transfer the cloak. Nice save there. DK doesn't have too many more coils left. And I wonder if Blade didn't miss an opportunity here. Could have perhaps gotten a Fiend kill. Getting a Lich kill, much harder. And Happy getting out of this early game without losing a Fiend. Whereas Blade lost a rifle and a whole bunch of footies. But Happy also had to invest into Rod of Necromancy, so that is where the gold expenditure kind of evens out. As Tier 3 finishes, we're expecting a Paladin to come in. Happy sniping the item. May have to TP out of this to make sure he doesn't lose too many Fiends. Oh, did he deny this one with the Lightning Shield? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he did not. And there I thought the one-base rifle play was not part of the meta anymore, even for Blade. But Blade busts it out on the right map on AZ. But Happy has 5 Fiends. They all survived the early stages. And it's going to add in a Dark Ranger here momentarily, I imagine. Blade now going for the Pally. Double ring, actually good in this late game now. In the early game, of course, pretty bad, but late game is good. Should put 1 on the MK, 1 on the Pally. 1 of Mana Steel, also not too bad. Oh, wait a minute, Blade. Wait a minute. Do you want to fight into Happy's main? That's pretty dangerous, my man. Okay, just gonna TP out. Gonna lose 1 rifle probably. Yep. Oh my god, that one almost made it back home. But why did he do that? After clearing this camp, why didn't he just go south and contest the other 2 camps? That cost him a TP and a rifle and got him nothing. That didn't look like the best move. MK still not level 3. We're just gonna be pretty problematic once the big fight rolls around. Happy is at 50 supply already. Lich close to 3. Got the Sobi on the Lich, by the way. Big item still up for grabs. Happy's gonna pick it up. Boots of Quel'Thalas, very nice for the Dark Ranger. The Dark Ranger who eats the first focus. Oh, Bash coming through as well. But the level 1 Stormbolt is so underwhelming at this stage in the game. Doesn't really seem to be good enough. The Stormbolt is just, yeah. Not the strongest, really. The Lich doesn't need level 3 so desperately. The MK does, but he wasn't able to get there. TP transferred. Whew. That Lich actually in the end almost went down. But Happy does save it nicely with the transfer of the TP. And that fight clearly goes to Happy. Killing quite a few militia, priests and rifles. And I think Happy actually lost no units. He almost lost the Lich. But didn't quite. Quel'Thala's boots now on the Dark Ranger. In the past, we saw from Happy quite a bit of late-game Banshee play against the rifles. With anti-magic and curse, can be very strong against riflemen, but we don't see that here yet. Happy scouting for an expansion, nothing here, but he can get a bit more experience and more skeletons. Dark Ranger level 3 would be a huge level up as well. Blade is climbing his way back up to 50 supply, but Happy knows that there's no TP on the other side, so he can try to punish the economy. Happy, however, also no TP of his own. Oh, that Nova is gonna hurt, though. There's a lot of peasants going down. This is gonna be economically very problematic for Blade. MK finally gets to level 3. Man, this took forever. Blade is chasing. He's got the orb, he's got the staff, he also got the AM very far forward. Needs to be careful. Splitting the way, the Skellies right away. Paladin is silenced. Can't get dispelled instantly. Going for the Dark Ranger once again, but she will survive. Frost Armor was dispelled. 5 rifles against 5 fiends. But of course we have the orb on the other side. Well, we also have it on the human side, to be fair. DK gets level 4. Might be time for a Death Pact. Uses it right away. Not wasting any time. MK has tons of mana still left, by the way. He's got so much mana. Wait a minute. Going after the Dark Ranger, but there's going to be another call coming in. Mana potion as well. Staff coming through. Supply-wise, Happy has the lead. But this MK. Ready for some hammer time here. Alright, once again, I would like to remind everyone, please don't balance whine. Balance whining is super annoying. It's a cancer to the community. Please don't do it, even if you're trolling. Please don't. If you do, I'm gonna time you out for a couple of days, so please refrain from that. Red camp still remaining. Could be huge fines over here. Paladin not at all close to level 3. That's the problem here for Blade. In this AM. Oof, dude, I'm very worried about this AM. He's got no HP items. He's got no invuln. Not even 600 HP. And he's always in the very front line. One gyro here to scout above the trees. Very good to have against the destroyers. And sentries checking out the south. Happy's finally gonna get the red camp, but Blade knows he can go for his own. Would love to see the Paladin solo creeping right now. Oh, Pally level 3 would be so sick. Run AM. Alright, Cloak of Flames for Happy, very bad drop. But Dark Ranger level 3. That's a big level up right there for the level 2 Black Arrow. And the MK is soaking up the experience. Paladin's not gonna get level 3. And that just looks like a clear mistake. Ooh, Legion Doomhorn, great find. Happy in the meantime did transition into Fiends. Late game Fiends, very strong as I mentioned with Curse and Anti-Magic. Paladin. Ooh, perfectly gets level 3. Alright. We're in business, boys. However, the Banshees are gonna make things a lot harder for Blade. It's got a ton of gold, by the way. What's the item saying? 2-0 on the rifles, 1-0 on the Fiends. A typical Twitch chat idea here would be to go into A-bombs. But A-bombs are a trap. Because A-bombs are way too easy to focus. It's all about positioning. You want to be at max range and punish the opponent for having units out of position in the front that you can easily snipe. This goes for both armies. The rifle and the fiend army. And A-bombs are always naturally in front and are always naturally super easy to snipe. So that's why going A-bombs would be a bad idea. Unless you can get to like 4 A-bombs with upgrades. But that is very unrealistic. It's way too expensive. So we saw a 1-for-1 snipe there. Happy only wants to fight once he has the Banshees ready. Only 1 ghoul left for Happy, by the way. He used some ghouls before, so lumber income also for the undead low, which is especially noticeable on the fiend upgrades. Only 1-0, I mean. So both players here real low on lumber. And now we're in a weird state in the game. There's no expansion. There's no creeps left. So, what's the next objective? What's the next thing to do? Happy keeps the cloak, by the way. Kind of surprising. Well, to be fair, now with anti-magic, he's very well protected. So now he can afford to position the DK very far forward. 70 supply against 60. Wouldn't it be good to just make 1 peasant right now? 1 or 2 peasants for lumber? Oh, gyro goes down. We only have 1 staff, by the way, for Blade. This is certainly something he could use his money on. Still looking at this AM. Still looking at this AM and wondering if he's gonna say goodbye soon. Happy did make a second ghoul. Getting ready for 80 supply. Upgrade. There we go. Second attack upgrade. Rifles, no armor upgrades, but inner fire might be able to deal with that, to remedy that. Blade is staying on 2 peasants, and he won't have it any other way. How much lumber is a rifleman again? 30? 35? So it's not that much, I guess. It's all gonna come down to late game fight execution. And beating Happy in that is almost impossible. But Blade is gonna dare to try. Second attack upgrade finished for the Fiends. Could go for an armor upgrade here in a second. It's really high value. Oh my god, there's so many rifles. How many is this? 12 rifles! Jeez Louise. Means how many Fiends? 9 Fiends. Alright. Do I have master training for the Banshees? No. Against rifles, master training is a very bad idea. You would just get sniped instantly when you try to use it. Alright, finally, armor upgrades. What's the status quo of Hawk versus Sonic, by the way? They might be finished already. This theory has been going on for a long time. Is the overlay wrong? Nope, it's not. Well, it kind of is, to be fair. It should be on the left side. But, Blade does have the lead. Indeed. Alright, boys, 80 supply. Having only 2 peasants could really hurt Blade. His upgrades are pretty weak. 2-0 only. If this was 3-1 rifles,
A player's forces are
he would have a super strong army. Gotcha, bitch. So the mains are expiring here in a moment. And Blade definitely cannot afford an expansion. Doesn't have enough gold or lumber. How many heal scrolls he got? 1, 2, 3 heal scrolls. Okay. Alright, boys. I think it's go time here in a moment. Bringing all the acolytes, maybe. Second armor upgrade. No expansion. Happy selling everything. Both are going all in. This is going to be the clash of the titans. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. 2 heal scrolls for Happy. 3 heal scrolls for Blade. Blade can long distance mine. Still has 1 gyro to scout. Are we close to level ups here? DK... Lich level 4 is close. Which would be a big deal with dark minions. MK close to 4, but that is not really the biggest deal. I think this AM is going to get blown up. I think this fight is going to be hectic. Shit's going to explode all over the place. And then right click, Coil Nova. Boom. That's my prediction. If Blade wins this, he 2-0's Happy. If he wins this. Banshee's full mana. Anti-magic can still be used. And the second armor upgrade. And then it's go time. Alright. In we go. Coil Nova, but instant with the heal wave. Preventing the kill here for a moment. Rifles have a ranged advantage, of course, against the Fiends. Burrows coming in thick and fast. The priests are, of course, the most vulnerable part of these two armies. When they get focused, they die super quick. Hardly any inner fire here active, by the way. The Destroyer is always ready to dispel that inner fire right away. And Happy might be winning this fight now. He's got a beautiful concave over here. Skeleton starting to come out as well. We have some curse applied, but not too much yet. DK falling back, some Fiends dropping low. Stormbolt could be leading to more kills. MK did get level 4 here just a second ago. 60 supply only left for Blade. Happy still at 70 plus, however. Falling back. Anti-magic running out. And having the curse on autocast, perhaps a mistake by Happy. Anti-magic about to wear off almost everywhere. Paladin, however, also needs to be careful with his Divine Shield. That one is going to run out soon as well. Couple of free pickoffs on the Acolytes. One kept back at home to unsummon some more buildings if necessary. The start of this engagement definitely went to Happy. Has a 10 supply lead or so still remaining. Nova connecting again. Heal scroll coming against it, perhaps a little bit too late. Happy with his own heal scroll. Most heal scrolls have been used. Only one is still remaining on the Mountain King. Ready to use it here in a moment's notice. AM was left alone still this whole time. Dark Ranger in trouble, but there's Anti-Magic still protecting her. She's still tanking plenty of damage, but the statues are also still standing in the back. Lots of sustain still remaining, and now it seems like Blade is starting to lose his whole army. More and more rifles dropping down. Only Hail Mary play left here to Blade is the hero kill, but Happy always protecting his heroes very, very well. With invulns, with positioning, and with, of course, the anti-magic, which is the late game fight winner here between the two. DK gets level 5, and we didn't see the AM die, but we did see Blade die on map 2, and Happy gets the equalizer. Alright. We're gonna have a decision on map 3. I criticized Happy before for not vetoing Last Refuge. This might be the tournament where he gets punished for it. Quick check of the other semifinal. I missed what you guys said. I don't know if it's over already, but no, Sonic vs. Hawk seems also to still be going on. And they are indeed playing on Last Refuge right now. So it seems like it's 1-1 there as well. Not entirely sure. And that's a problem with the one-base rifle play. I don't think it's a very viable strategy. If the undead ever gets to 60 to 80 supply with plenty of banshees, the anti-magic is too much, I think, for the rifle army to overcome. Thank you, by the way, Todd with the raid. And I am Kill You with the 4-month resub says, greetings to everyone, keep it up. This is the most pressure Happy's been under in an ESL Open Cup semifinal in quite a long time. Oh, my stream died. What the hell? Thank you very much, Water Joe, with a 45-month resub. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Seemed like I was like disconnected or something from the game. Not just from OBS. Sometimes OBS bugs, unfortunately. Alright, we should be back now. Oof. Don't do this. Don't do this to me. Map 3. Decision. Ladies and gents. Blade is playing one hell of a game here today. It's 1-1 now. Autumn leaves. Is our decider. Hawk and Sonic are still playing in the other semifinal. If Blade wins here, we're for once not gonna have Happy in the grand final, which hasn't happened in like a year or something. Alright, let's see what we got here. Standard build by Blade, AM first. Standard Tet Fiend opening by Happy. On Autumn Leaves, you can expand in both positions. The easier camp here in the middle, however closer to the opponent, or the harder one on the outside. It's not that hard to creep though. It's doable. But if the DK shows up, starts stealing big last hits, it can also be a big problem. I feel like if the undead plays the DK harass really well on this map, it can be pretty tough for the human. I haven't seen too many of these games yet on the pro level, but just in theory, the DK could absolutely arrive here in time to steal the big last hit, and also up here. Comes down to the Acolyte Scout. How good is the Acolyte Scout going to be for Happy? And of course, normally, the answer to that is really good. Thank you, Water Joe, with a 45-month resub. Did I say that already? Whatever. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous, guys. If Blade does it here, this would be huge. Claws of attack. Happy again. Gets a wonderful drop here at the beginning. Acolyte scouting for the possible expansion. And Blade goes over to the top left camp. And perhaps the DK left a little bit late. DK could have left this camp a little faster to arrive right away in the top. I think Happy knows now. Yeah, he's going over. Blade pulled out the camp, but he's not going to finish the Taskmaster right away. He's taking out the little creeps first. This perhaps a mistake. Because if Happy gets a Taskmaster, that's going to be a huge experience swing. Oh, Happy used the coil on the little creep. That opens up an opportunity for Blade to get the big creep. And he got it. Denies the footy as well. DK not level 2 yet, but he's going to get it. Happy perhaps with a mistake here. Oh, didn't deny this peasant. That was a clear mistake by Blade. If he denies the peasant there, this would have been such a great job. Perhaps denying level 2 on the DK, but then again, more skellies are coming out. Peasants are in trouble again. Always keeping pressure on the Death Knight. That's very nice. This ring early. Oh, the DK stole the crystal ball. I didn't even realize until now. And that was quite a few peasants going down. There was like 4 peasants dying. That hurts. DK goes for the telestaff just to get back home quickly. Might just sell it right away. Indeed he will. Especially nowadays. You don't lose too much money anymore if you buy and sell items right away. The drops, by the way, for Blade so far have been Ring and Crystal Ball. Not the greatest. And the Fiend found another kill by itself up here. DK is gonna show up. Coil. Ooh, that's a lot of peasant kills. AM does get level 3 at least. But that was a painful early for Blade. And still no tower early, by the way. There seems to be a conscious choice by Blade to not go for the tower early. This was punished really hard earlier on Tidehunters. Could be punished here again. But the DK is very hurt. Good positioning by Blade. Checking the different avenues where he could be getting attacked from. Happy with a super fast tier 3. Before even the slaughterhouse. More skellies being summoned from the corpses of the peasants. Gonna get at least one more peasant kill. Tech has started for Blade. On par with the undead tier 3, which is a pretty good timing for the undead. But it's also somewhat of a rush tier 3 for Happy. Slaughterhouse way in the back. And the DK is extremely hurt here now. Would love to see some boots on the AM, but he's been too broke for a really long time. Because he lost so many peasants. And the Arcane Tower is not finished yet. The Lich is showing up without Rod of Necromancy, surprisingly. And the AM, oh, had the wrong read. AM was way too far away from the Expo.
A player's forces are under attack.
Two footmen will be falling over here. Hardly any footies left, and we don't have defend either. 3 towers being upgraded here. Blacksmith coming, but again, like on Tidehunters, if the Fiends stand right here, these towers could easily fall. The SimCity by Blade, I think not the greatest. We've seen better.
A player's forces are under attack.
Like, if you put the towers a little further back and then make like a farm wall here, might be better.
The town is under siege.
Happy with a super fast tier 3 in the late slaughterhouse. Cannot continue to pressure too easily because he doesn't have the statues. But in exchange, he's going to have tier 3 faster for Orb and Destroyers. Blade now finally finds the enemy Fiends, wanting to pressure them again, but now the statue is out, and that changes everything. Wait a minute. Did Happy snipe the item here? Oh yeah, he did, okay. 1 of Mana Steel. Important here for Blade to not overcommit. He can use the footies as a threat, but you don't want to throw them away. But if there's an ensnare on a Fiend, maybe that is the perfect moment to go in after all. But actually the ensnare doesn't last too long. And yeah, those two footies did die quite easily. This time there's a big opening into the base. No more wall-offs here. Second barracks. Workshop. Oh. That looks like a wall-off again if you ask me. I think this is walled. He has to cut down this tree right here. Maybe even both these trees. As the MK is coming out, of course. Similar to Northern Isles, on Autumn Leaves, if you have map control, which Happy of course does, you can get very valuable camps in the middle, which you can creep quickly with the tier 3. This tree right here could be a traitor tree. Did he realize? Alright, thank goodness. I think he realized. If the MK solo creeps this would be level 3. Level 2, I mean, of course. And he will. Happy got the Mana Stone. And the Robe. Very good items for him here. And level 3 Lich already. Oh boy. That's pretty damn fast. Happy this time gonna attack the main. And if he takes out the altar, it's gonna mean no paladin. Blade getting ready for the counterattack, but he seems to be a little late to do that. Happy attacking the main base, something he hasn't done at all so far this series. This might be catching Blade by surprise. Ooh, big Nova. That's gonna be a lot of peasants going down. Happy getting ready for the late game transition, wanting to go into mass banshees here soon. Blade is gonna cancel one, but he's gonna have to TP home here soon if he wants to save his economy. Pally started double night production. Blade needs half a minute, maybe a minute, until all this production finally arrives. But he's going for the counterattack in the meantime. And he's going to be the one to force Happy back here, in fact. MK very surrounded, perhaps very dead. Oof. The ring. The ring saved him. There was a lot of peasants going down, though. Blade's lumber is still looking okay. Had lots of peasants at the expo. Has one lumber upgrade. And more knights coming out. Not too many gyros.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wait, where's the paladin? Was he cancelled or something? Shouldn't he have been out already? Happy did not lose a single unit so far this game, with the exception of Acolytes. One Fiend parked in the main, patrolling against a Zeppelin. Master training for the Banshees is coming. Are we gonna see tanks? Yes. Blade going with the tanks again. It led to victory in game 1. Will it also lead to victory here? Telestaff on Happy. He wants to have increased mobility. Selling lots of items, getting plenty of gold that way. The levels for Blade not too impressive. This is not going to be about levels. This game is not going to be about fighting. This game is going to be about buildings. And the base race, Banshees aren't really too helpful. Happy's gonna have to TP back here again. He got a big healing potion. He may even want to sell this, because his heroes are never gonna be threatened. Only the buildings will be threatened. And I think Happy's gonna realize this as well. Oh, a couple of acolytes getting caught. Mountain King this time. Oh, not gonna go down. Staff, last second. AM gonna TP out. Some knights might be getting caught in the crossfire. No. Coil Nova against the Pally. He could be dead here. Yeah, one more coil. And he's gone. Happy's getting a lot of experience. And this is before the tanks. Tanks getting pooled. Happy's picking off a lot of units. Not too many upgrades for the tanks. 0-0. That seems to be an oversight. Now the first attack upgrade coming in. That seems a lot later than ideal. Third attack upgrade for the Fiends coming in as well, as the first two tanks show themselves. 2 tanks only without upgrades though, not too scary. The ghouls might be good enough to deal with this. Frenzy would be very nice to upgrade here for Happy. But with the AM here, the ghouls will be taken out over time, while Happy is going for the altar. He could just be killing the peasants right here. Paladin is back, but not back for long. Good night. Happy gonna TP back. Lost some ghouls. Lost some acolytes. There should be a staff for the tank. Blade losing the overview here a little bit. Staff. Big mistake by Blade. Losing these tanks and giving experience to Happy, who's almost level 5 on the DK. 4.5 on the Lich. And Happy playing really fast here. Running across the map, taking out lots of camps, getting lots of gold from creeps and items, punishing the units where he sees them, and getting further and further ahead in levels. That's the downside. When you try to go for building kills, you get no experience, while the opponent is getting more and more XP over time. Oh, that's pretty cool. The Lich is going to go solo harass the peasants, and he's got the staff to come back. Okay, never mind. He's not going to harass. But the DK gets level 5. Second attack upgrade for the tanks about to finish. We have 4 tanks now. And 1 wagon for Happy as well. Acolyte trying to set up a new base. Happy, of course, has to stay in no upkeep this whole time to be cost efficient. Blade is looking for the opening, but he's not finding it yet. More and more tanks. So they got lots of lumber here to go into more upgrades. No, okay, 1 attack upgrade on the Knights. Trying to creep the red camp. Does he even have enough damage for this? Not sure. Okay, I guess he does. Django is a wonderful item. Happy's starting to split up his units. DK patrolling around the main. More wagons coming. And Happy, in fact, in upkeep now. But doesn't have a second base yet. Most of these tanks still untouched. Lich is chasing against some of the tanks. And now might be looking to harass the main. It's risky though. If Blade shows up back home, he could trap the Lich and kill him. So Happy doesn't want to take that risk. Maybe you can only beat Happy with tanks 1 in a series. Maybe in the following games he's gonna have it figured out. Because so far Happy looks pretty good defensively. Blade about to have 80 supply. Almost all tanks. 3rd attack upgrade. He's investing super hard into these tanks. Still has lots of gold, by the way. Should also go for some armor upgrades. I think they share the armor type, right? Knights and tanks? Knights, flying machines, siege engines. Yeah, okay.
A player's forces are under attack.
All the tanks here a little hurt. It's very hard to heal them all up when they're all a little damaged. Repair, of course, would be a way to do it. But you can't use Reno Scroll, you can't use Holy Light. Just staff. How many staffs do we have? Only 1. I feel like Blade needs to start buying more staffs. Especially when he is this rich. Seven tanks, right? 7 or 8 tanks. 8 tanks, I believe it is. Here comes number 9. With extra dip. Paladin panicking a little bit with the Divine Shield. That was not exactly necessary. Oh, Holy Light. Good Stormbolt. If he stabs the Mountain King, he might just be stuck here. The tanks, a little slow to react. These should have been all close to the main to instantly go for the main attack if Happy's playing this aggressively. We have some wagons in the main. 3 wagons, about to be 4. Second Necro coming up already. That's very smart. 1 attack upgrade for the wagons as well. And the Lich about to hit level 5. Happy expanding in the meantime. While there's so much focus on this main base and about to be in this main base. Very smart by Happy. And here we go. Is this an all-in by Blade? He's got lots of gold left, so not necessarily. And Happy, what's he gonna focus? 4 wagons, Jesus Christ. Focusing the wagons. And the Black Citadel. These tanks, remember, give a lot of experience. So this could be level 6 heroes here before too long. Blade is doing a good job. Finding the wagons in the back, taking them out. But they already did plenty of damage to the tanks, who are going to be falling here before too long. Paladin in trouble. Divine Shield was not ready, had to be staffed out. That way he does survive. 1 wagon here also will remain standing. Blade going to have to TP out, losing 1 more knight. And Happy holds. This wasn't even much damage. These tanks didn't even kill a single building. Happy absolutely ready for this attack. Happy lost a lot of wagons, but not many buildings. Now Blade knows about the expo, but that's perhaps a little too late. Blade can only do this as long as he's mining off of 2 bases. Once the main runs out, it's going to be bye-bye for the tanks. But he still has lots of gold at the moment. Oh, Happy might be setting up a wall here against the tanks. Look at that. Fiend and Statue wall. It doesn't have quite enough units. Needs to pull them a little bit closer, maybe. 1 wagon left in the main. Oh, there we go. Now we got the wall. And the hero just solo hunting. Because the heroes are so strong, way stronger than the human heroes. Oh, and this wall gonna pay off right away for Happy. Nice play.
A player's forces are under attack.
Blade wants to do the 2-pronged attack, but this one can't do anything because he's being walled off. Double staff by Happy. Lots of mobility. Going for the AM right away. He has to TP out. He has to TP out. Doesn't even get the kill on the wagon. That one gets repaired. Knight is in fact stuck in the main. And over here, the tanks couldn't get through. Really good defensive play against the tanks here by Happy. Gonna have level 6 DK in a moment. Of course, his ultimate is useless. You know, honestly, I'm not even trolling. Against tanks, using the ult to get 5 ghouls can sometimes even be kind of helpful. But of course, it's mainly trash. Blade still with lots of gold. Still only 1 staff, which I think is pretty weird.
A player's forces are under attack.
The gang over here still on hold position. Double staff by Happy was very smart. Not having to TP all the time. Oh, and now he's gonna find the peasants as well. It's level 6. If he's feeling very cocky, he could use the ultimate right here to get the peasants. But I doubt he's gonna do that. He's gonna have to staff back. Oh, the staff might be getting cancelled. Ooh, that was close with the Necro. Going for the pally right away, but he's got the Divine Shield. 15 seconds. He's gonna survive. These are 3-2 tanks. Doing lots of damage. The wagons can't connect too well yet. Invo Potion on the AM as well. He's gonna have to staff out the Paladin here in a second. Staff. Okay. Blade doing a good job, but doesn't look for a second And that is the AM going down, which means the MK is gonna follow. The Black Citadel goes down, but that was not worth it, I don't think. Mountain King will go down. Lich now level 6. And that means he's probably gonna use his ult over here very soon. Or he could use it over here, which might be better, as all the tanks now are going down. Blade did a great job here sniping the meat wagons the way he did. But then the AM getting nuked. A new wagon coming out. Happy did finally lose a lot of his buildings, but Blade lost all of his bank. The main is about to expire, and the expansion as well. Blade is running out of resources. Happy is fully mining here. He's got a narrow tower, he's got a necropolis coming up. And I think Happy has weathered the storm. And he was in the eye of the storm here in the semifinal. As Blade took the 1-0, he shocked us all. But now Happy seems to be taking it. I think Happy hasn't scouted this one yet. Blade needs 2 base income to keep the strat rolling. But he's about to run out. At the moment, 3 mining gold mines for Blade. But not for much longer.
A player's forces are under attack.
All gold mines taken here on Autumn Leaves. Calling over on a water elemental. He says, get the hell out of here. Get out of here. TK close to level 7. Which doesn't really help him. And here it is. Death and Decay. Can he repair against the damage? I'm not sure. Death and Decay does a lot of damage. He needs the MK for the Stormbolt, but the MK is too far away. Blade's heroes over towards Happy's Expo. This might actually be enough repair to save... never mind. Never mind. With the wagons coming in, this town hall will be going down. Tanks in the main. Army at the expansion. Blade is still trying everything. Blade is still playing the smart. But he has so little army left to do anything. Wagons are dealing with the tanks. Happy's heroes going over to the expansion! TPing out one last time. Fiend denied with a Dark Ritual. He's trying to dodge the wagon shots as well as he can with these tanks. But tanks aren't exactly the most nimble units. The town hall is somehow still standing. This gold mine has run dry. Tank reappears at the expansion. 2 of them. Lots of stuff going on. Paladin last second staff save. 2 wagons surviving here barely. Acolytes are ready to repair. Happy's chasing. Looking for more nukes. He's out of mana. Completely out of mana. And the Fiends have a very tough time dealing with the tanks at the expansion. The narrow tower is taken out. Oh my god, so many things happening. I'm happy that I'm not playing this game. And Knight goes down as well. Lich trying to eat these Acolytes for mana. Level 7 now. Level 2 Dark Ritual. That's actually a big level up, believe it or not. And Blade taking out plenty of Fiends over here. He's got more Stormbolts ready. Doesn't have a TP anymore, though. That's pretty scary. Happy has no more lumber. He has no ghouls. He has 0 lumber. He can't repair. Happy has no more lumber. He can't repair anymore. Oh my god. Lich, staff's back, though. And that's a staff. Oh my god. What is this goddamn game? Oh my god. He kills the Haunted. Blade might win this. How many tanks does he have left? 1 more tank coming here. 2 tanks here. Okay, 4 tanks total. As this tank is also gonna fall. Happy can make new Necropolis, and he can repair the Necropolis because they don't cost lumber, they only cost gold. He unsummons... Okay, if he unsummons some buildings, he might be able to make a crypt again. Happy needs a crypt to make ghouls again, to get lumber again. Double level 7 on the heroes. Paladin's almost 3. That would be a huge level up. Oh my god, what is this game?
A town is under
Militia going over to the natural. Oh, this isn't even crept yet. This isn't even crept yet, dude. What is this? Mountain King returns.
players' forces are under attack.
Happy does not have the staff ready. He has to run back. And that's a lot of damage from these wagons. From these tanks, I mean. Blade is almost out of resources. DK on the TP. The Lich is not in range. It's gonna have to staff. Morphine's going down, but not many wagons are left. Not many tanks, excuse me. This game is absolutely killing me. No more lumber. Happy cannot repair any buildings other than Necropolis. Lich getting Stormbolt almost surrounded, but he has an Invul Potion. The DK is close! And that's the kill that might finally seal the game. Happy played it safe, going for the Invul Potion. And he's got the... I don't know if that was a coil or heal pot or what. He's got more and more fiends to eat as well. And it's going to be the Pally going down here, but not yet. He's going to have another Holy Light to use. Divine Shield, that is. GG. Well played. Happy does prevail in this best of 3. But shout out to Blade, man. Really putting him to the test. And giving us one hell of a best of 3.